Hello, people of the internet. So, in an effort to try to make some content while the weather's not working with me and life's being difficult, I said life with an L, I'm doing a couple of talking videos, and I don't know what order they're coming out in. I don't know how I'm going to put them in, how I'm putting them out. I'm really good at bullshitting. I'm not very good at talking. I took the online public communication class when I was in college. That tells you how much I like talking in public. So, rambles out, new ramble, video focused ramble to begin. Should you monetize your hobby? It depends. That's the end of the video, folks. I think monetizing your hobby can be both a good thing and a bad thing. My personal experience, all those cliched, like, if you love your work is, whatever. If you love your job is never work, or whatever those kind of phrases and sayings and stuff are. I never really liked them. And what I notice over the years, I'm 45, I'll be 46 in a couple of months. What I've noticed over the years is when people try to monetize their hobby, they stop liking it. It stops being a fun hobby and it starts being work. And that's understandable because you've turned your fun time into work time. But you do need, you need that kind of down. Your brain needs that kind of emptiness of the hobby. Emptiness may not be right, but that alternative focus. We've kind of lost the third place. Just in general, there's a lot of factors for that, but we've kind of lost the third place for people. So you really just have work and home. And so I think more than ever, you absolutely need a hobby that helps you wind down from the other stressors. And so, regardless of what that hobby is, if you like playing the guitar, if you like working on cars, if you like riding dirt bikes or mountain bikes or skateboarding, then you need that to help have a release. But today's culture, everybody says, you should film it, you should put it out there, you should go for the TikTok likes, you should go for the YouTube, you should go for the Instagrams, whatever it is. And that's fine. I mean, I'm talking to you, I'm doing it, right? I'm not doing it from a perspective of trying to make money. It would be nice if one day I had enough subscribers and I could get a couple pennies every month. But I'm not expecting it, and I'm not progressing towards it, if you understand. For me, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's life. I'll do this until I get bored with this, and I'll find something else to do. I use it as a hobby. If you're going to try to monetize your hobby, though, I think you may want to take a play out of the old school YouTube. Like I've been on, I've had a computer connected to the internet in my life since like 1986, 1985, somewhere around there. And I've, personally been on the internet since the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. I've watched it grow. I've seen it change. Now, back in ye olden days, like 2005, when YouTube was pretty new, man, there was so much random shit. It was, you know, 30-second to 1-minute videos on dogs chasing deer, or cats playing with string, or engines starting, or, you know, just whatever it happened to be. Granted, those days those would be like TikTok videos or YouTube Shorts because of how small format they are. And I'm not necessarily talking, when I say go back to old school YouTube, I'm not talking necessarily about the length of format. I don't particularly like shorts for the most part, and I never got on board with TikTok. It just never, it doesn't appeal to me. But I also don't like all the big names going to these like cinematic hour and a half, 2 hour long videos that could really be condensed down into, like, let's say a 25 to 45 minute video. Yeah, maybe that's because I grew up on regular syndicated TV and everything was a half hour long. You know, it was real rare to have 1 hour TV shows. So maybe I just like that, you know, 25 to 45 minute timeline. But keep them shorter, and keep them simple. Just, if you're gonna, you know, and this is not necessarily to build the brand or to flex out or whatever, clout chase, be a poser, whatever the hell it's called these days. This is to keep your hobby fun, but maybe be able to make you some money at it too. You know, set up a camera or have a buddy with you and have them take footage of the things you're doing. But keep it short, keep it concise, and don't burn yourself out on it. Don't try to edit in a whole lot of, you know, miscellaneous 5-second clips from this TV show or that music video or this other YouTube channel or whatever it happens to be. Just simple stuff. Edit where you need to edit, and don't stress it. If you put a video out on Monday and you want to put another video out on Tuesday, then do it. If you put a video out on Monday and you don't want to put another video out for a month and a half, then do it. Don't be worried about it. Now, if you do that, it's probably not going to monetize very well. But I think you get the point that I'm going after. Don't let your hobby eat you if you're going to try to monetize your hobby. That's it. If it gets to the point where your hobby has become too much on you, you need to really look back and reconsider what's going on. Do you need to find a new hobby to offset the one that you've turned into work? Do you need to scale back what you're doing so that you can go back to enjoying the hobby that you have turned into work? Those are probably your two options. Also, can you deal with massively deconstructive criticism or unconstructive criticism? You know? Are you strong enough and okay enough with what you're doing and who you are and how things are that somebody telling you how stupid you are isn't going to hurt you? Kind of got to be there. Especially, you know, in hobbies. I can't think of too many people off the top of my head that woke up one morning and were just 100% perfect at anything that they had for a hobby. Regardless of complexity, difficulty, situation, whatever it is. Uh, it just doesn't happen. Everybody's got to learn, and part of learning is making mistakes. And people are some mean critters, and they are gonna just, be mean. So you got to be a little easy on yourself, and just understand that people are going to be people, and move on. But I think you need to be very careful about monetizing your hobby. I think you need to make sure that it's something you truly want to do, and I think you need to go ahead and make sure that if it's a hobby you really love, if it is something that you are very passionate about, you very much need to make sure that you don't, it doesn't become the monster that destroys you. You don't want it. You don't want to get so deep into it trying to monetize it and make money off of it that it just becomes unenjoyable. Because that's not what it's there for. A hobby is there for you to unwind and relax and let your brain kind of float out and become creative in new directions other than the neat, orderly procedurals that have been beaten into everyone. So, yes, you want to monetize your hobby, go for it. Be very careful about it. Be very mindful about it. And don't let it eat you. That is what I would say. So take that for what it is by somebody that has no clue what they're talking about. Get out, have fun, have a good day, and go do something you like.